Do estate agents make enough of their Rightmove and Zoopla leads? Talk to me.
Some do, but too many don't. And I think one of the biggest issues is speed of response.
Well, I read somewhere, Boyd, that 40% of Rightmove leads don't even get answered.
Correct. Is that not the most terrifying thing you've ever heard in your life? And estate agents are moaning that they're not doing well and Purple Bricks this and hybrid that, and they're ignoring 40%.
Yeah, but it's only buyers and tenants, mate.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah.
It's only a man with 800 grand in his pocket, or 3,000.
Yeah, but there's loads of tenants, mate, and there's quite a few
exactly.
buyers out there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's insane. What we've got to do, we have to nurture those. And if I was the agent owner, I'd be walking around saying, however much it costs them per inquiry, I don't know, 50 quid. It's a £50 note sitting on the desk. Now, you think about this, Chris. You're at home Friday night. You're sitting at home with your wife and you think, and you know, been looking to move. So it's relaxing time. You're sitting together. You go on Rightmove.
Glass of vino.
Hopefully. You go on Rightmove, and in goes your inquiry to 5 or 6 agents. You and I know that 80% of those will not be called till Monday at best.
At best.
At best. Because lots of other things happen, and we've got lots of other things to do Monday morning, and it's the Monday morning meeting. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you reckon that should happen?
Well, I know what the best do.
Go on then, because I know you train a lot of estate agents in this.
I'll tell you what the best do.
Go on then.
The best will ring them Saturday morning. And there is no, Saturday's our busiest day. What could be more important than ringing an inquiry?
Or you've got a weekend neg in that doesn't know how to phone.
Well, then he can't phone. Then you have to get one in that can. And if you've got a neg that doesn't know how to phone, should he work for you?
True.
Come on.
So, okay, what should that phone call look like? Give some value out to the guys in there.
First of all, speed of response is beyond anything. Yeah, come on. You know, you've made the inquiry Friday night. You're not entitled to wait till midday Monday. You're at work now.
And probably be Tuesday before.
At best. So someone's beaten you to it. We should be phoning them, and we should be saying a little bit like we spoke about earlier.
In a previous video.
Yeah, good morning, Chris. My name's Boyd from XYZ Estates. We have an inquiry from you here.
Hold on a second. I could just email them, couldn't I?
Of course you could.
Is that what most people do?
Too many. How does that make you different? How's that set you? How is that going to make you, Chris, the agent of choice?
But people like email, don't they?
Who are these people?
No,
that like
people.
email?
That's what I read somewhere.
Who?
That's what estate agents say. People. Well, I could even WhatsApp them. That's good.
Yeah, actually, that'd work. You would spend £500,000 on the back of a WhatsApp. Come on. We've got to engage. We've got to show an interest. We should be phoning them saying, thank you for your inquiry. Can I ask you, as I said earlier, who recommended you to us?
Why do you say that?
Because it tells the customer that our business comes from recommend. So you're subliminally putting in their mind, we're a great company.
Great tip there.
So rather than say it, which is arrogant, you're using almost third-party proof.
Yes, you are.
Which is totally different, because you know what? Experience means nothing in this industry. History of success means everything. Let's just think. Woolworths, BHS, Toys R Us, Jamie Oliver, Carluccio's. Who was the new one the other day? Debenhams, I think, are in terrible trouble. These are very experienced companies, aren't they?
And if we're not careful, do you think estate agents could go that way?
I think the best will survive, as they always do. But I truly believe, as I said with this phone call, it's the questions we ask. We've got to show an interest in our customers. So it's no good phoning saying you made an inquiry for number 3 Dingley Dell, when do you want to see it? And that's what some agents do. And the customer says, I'd like to see it at 11 o'clock Sunday. And they say, great, we'll see you then. Got one, because they're being put under pressure to get viewings. So now the customer comes along Sunday morning and says, yes, I love it, and I would be able to proceed in a year. Oops. Now what are you going to do? Do you enjoy Sunday morning?
Bloody do.
Do you want to be driving all that way to show someone a house they can't buy? How disappointed are they? You know, it's just, we've got to engage. It's more important to find out what motivated them to call and where they're living at the moment, why they're thinking of moving, who's the house for.
What does that look like, actually, in the phone call?
It would look like me saying to you, Christian, I'm really pleased I've spoken to you. And I want to get to know you better so that we don't waste your time and we can find you the right home. Never say property, never say flat, never say house, home.
Top tip.
Very important. We can find you the right home. So can I just ask you, in the first instance, what caught your eye about the one you've emailed about? And then you listen and you shut up. And he or she are going to tell you why, what prompted them to call, what caught their eye. That should give you loads of wonderful information.
Yeah, but there's not a box on the computer, Boyd.
No, there isn't. There isn't. And we've got to get away from that. The customers are getting sick of it. We've got to go, I want to be able to say, let me make notes and then I'll put it in the computer. I've got to engage you. So when you're saying to me, well, yeah, the reason we liked it had a big garden. Oh, right. Why is that important to you, Chris?
So what you're saying is, because let's be honest, there's a lot of negs out there that work for draconian bosses, is take the time, listen, probably don't have your computer on, but actually use I think this is called a pad and pen.
Yeah.
But I think they invented it. Yeah. And write these things, listen and write the things down.
Yeah.
Be a human being.
Have a conversation. It's not going through a piece of software. It's imagine yourself as the customer. You've made your inquiry via Rightmove or whatever. It doesn't matter whether you're a tenant or a buyer. You've probably contacted 5 or 6 agents.
Oh.
Every single one of them has done the, are you registered? Can we take some details? Name, postcode.
Robotic. Computer says no.
You're losing the will to live. You just want someone to listen. And I ask yourself, so why is a big garden important? Because of the kids. Oh, really? How many you got? Oh, right. How much do you know about the local schools in the area? Because we've got the Ofsted reports for all of them. Do you know, it never ceases to amaze me. People love having a go about that company that talk about local experts. Well, shouldn't every estate agent be a local expert?
Well, if you read all the reports, you know, from those great people at the Property Academy, every report that comes out every year, the number one reason why somebody chose an estate agent was the fact is that estate agent was that they don't use the language, but local property expert, the most experienced expert estate agent in that area.
Do you know how many agents we speak to before we've trained that if I say to negotiator, please tell me every school in your area, they don't know them. I say, give me the name of the headmistress. Do you have an Ofsted report? How can you be world class if you can't give that? Are you saying that everybody that moves into your area is from the area? Come on.
And even if they do live local, it shows that you've got your finger on the pulse.
Correct. It shows that you know, oh, your property, the one you're looking at, did you know it backs onto a golf course? They're the sort of things we've got to be doing. We've got to be the agent of choice. Because remember, when Mr. or Mrs. Buyer is approaching the agent, you're not the only guy in town.
No.
He can go to others. And you know what happens that I find incredibly frustrating, and I know agents do. They take someone to a viewing, he or she does not make an offer, and they vanish. I call it the vanishing applicant, the black hole of estate agent. Why do they vanish, Chris?
Cut this bit out. Why do they?
Well, think about it. Have they suddenly said, on the basis of that last viewing, we're not moving? No. Have they said, this guy showed us a property I don't really like, therefore I've decided they haven't got any more? Come on. What they're really saying is, you, Mr. Agent, I don't have faith that you can find me the right property.
But surely everybody just uses Rightmove as a mailing list nowadays, don't they? No one puts themselves on mailing lists.
But it's not a mailing list that's going to sell a property. It's the agent. A mailing list will sell nothing. You know, I looked at some properties recently and I looked at these wonderful pictures online and these fantastic videos and what have you. And then I went with my daughter to look at one. The depth and the size is different.
Do you think
It's just not the same? You look at something in a picture and you get there and you think, oh, blimey, that one's a bit dark. Or, much nicer. Pictures aren't going to sell it. They might be an aid.
so? What you're saying is, pick up the phone, listen to them, talk to them, and listen. Don't use the computer, and you'll be better placed to find out what they want. Be more human, and you'll win.
And know what you want to ask them. Be prepared. Know the questions you want to ask before. Don't wing it.